Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Jets versus Tom Brady and the Denver Broncos.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team...
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tremont Smith on the return.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be let out by their quarterback in his second season out of Missouri, Drew Lock.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
A first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26.
From the gun, it's Lock. He finds an opening past the 40. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And all the way up to the 46.
Good for a Jet.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Lock now on first down. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr.
Greg Ward.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Lock off of play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Taylor Gabriel. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Tucker McCann for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
The kick is good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Broncos take over first and
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever at 43 years of age now. It's the great Tom Brady.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
A loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir, and this one will be brought back to the 22.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Harris up to make the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Elliott on the carry. Alec Ogletree on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now to the air, Lock. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Albert Okuebuna with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
We're worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris.
Brady's pass.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
15-yard pickup, but it's third down.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go with them early and often.
Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
2nd and 10 at the Jets' 47-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Broncos nothing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. All the And Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They run with Dillon. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
But it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Able to find Harris, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a run with Dillon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Brady. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Dillon into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Dillon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Aldon Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt.
34-yard attempt.
McCrane's kick is good.
The kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Broncos 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues.
A gain of 5 brings up second and
5 now. Lock. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Lock now on first down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
a 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 25-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll get this to Ward. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Block now to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Block working out of the gun. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Tucker McCann for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
His kick is
the point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Brady now on first down. Underneath, he's got Brady. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Throwing again on second down. Brady. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Brady. This one caught by Isabella. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. On first down, Brady. Underneath, he's got Brady. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Complete to Cameron Brady.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas. A glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Sunday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. In the game you're watching, it's been Drew Lock with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Brady. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A.J. Dillon, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 33. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
They go to Elliott again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They go draw play. It's Dillon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Dillon. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On 3rd down, Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
New York ready to go again offensively. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Underneath, he's got Brady. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. That ball complete to Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. That's going to be caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Broncos cut into that lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run.
Matthew McCrane.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Smith on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Lock. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
From the gun. Lock. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Results.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Shotgun now for Brady. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Brady. They go screen with Dillon. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aldon Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And the Jets set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On third down, Elliott. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Offense. Oh, man, you can't do that.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Aldon Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. To try again after the sack. Brady.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Jets, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Denver, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.